Souls of light, today the universe has made your guardian angels speak to me with an urgency that burns in my hands. Archangels Michael and Gabriel clearly show me that dark eyes are upon you, not out of innocent curiosity, but with the intent to destroy you. These are gazes that have spent centuries learning to hunt souls like yours, gazes that hide behind false smiles, behind kind messages, behind sweet words that are disguised poison. You feel it. You know you're being watched, that they follow your every step like shadows attached to your back. They don't watch you with admiration, but with hunger. Hunger for your light, hunger for your prosperity, hunger for the abundance the angels have entrusted to you. At night while you sleep, there are those who pull invisible strings, performing binding spells of envy and symbolic burials to entomb your name and your destiny. And they do so by consulting with mouths that only spit evil. These are people who can't stand that you've broken the chains, who can't stand that your hands are no longer stained with their mud. Archangel Michael tells me this surveillance isn't new. It's a long-standing strategy, organized by someone who once hugged you and swore loyalty. A false friend, an ex-partner who still breathes down your neck through dark energies, a being who hasn't to let go of the invisible tie that binds you because in their mind, you are still their property. They have even gone to women of low frequency to perform works against you. Spells to stop you from advancing, from loving, from laughing freely. Feel how the angels Michael and Gabriel wrap you in their mantle of protection, guiding every step you take in this energetic battle. As you move forward with that unstoppable light, I invite you to join this community that fights and shines with you. Subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a powerful decree in the comments with, "The strength of my guardian angels, I cut all ties of darkness that try to trap me." By doing this, you will open the divine channel of protection and wisdom that only the chosen can reach. Don't let this energy be lost because together with Michael and Gabriel, we will unleash celestial justice. As I tell you this, the cards show me something that leaves me breathless. The person who pretends to help you the most is the same one feeding those who want to see you fall. And the worst part is that this person knows a secret of yours that they are about to use against you. The current card burns in my hands with a low vibration I can't ignore. It's telling me about a man, and I say this with all clarity. It's almost certain you talk to him every day, or almost every day. But the energy here is dangerous. You're going to find something out soon, something you won't like. You have to be careful with the envious energy this person holds, an envy that isn't superficial. It's an envy that has simmered in silence, that feeds itself every time you advance, that strengthens every time you smile. There is someone here who is very envious, and this is not a guess. The cards repeat it over and over. Your intuition knows it, and that's why you've felt that discomfort in your chest. When this person speaks to you, that feeling that their words have a double edge. But what the cards show me now is even more serious. Behind this man's energy, there is a woman, and this woman is not alone. On a spiritual level, I see that your name has been spoken on low vibration altars, that binding spells have been cast to halt your path, symbolic burials to bury your joy and tie your destiny to misery. God Himself is speaking to you through this reading to tell you that your hope is not lost, but also to warn you that they have sickened your spirit and your body with witchcraft. It's not one or two. There are 3 people who have gone to a woman's house to commission works against you. You're feeling it in your life, unexplained delays, sudden pains, dark thoughts that are not your own. This is not a coincidence, it's the energy of malice moving so you won't be happy. These people can't stand to see you free. The moment they heard certain rumors about you, they fed on that information, like hyenas, and began to mock, gossip, and spew venom with their tongues. I see clearly 3 faces that have spoken very badly of you, and they are people you know well. You may already be removing them from your life or have withdrawn from their energy, but remember, when you walk away from darkness, the darkness doesn't always walk away from you. Archangels Michael and Gabriel are asking me to open a channel of protection now. They say that if you comment here with a decree from your heart, if you like, and subscribe this instant, you won't just be supporting this message. You'll be activating a spiritual shield that will cut the threads of these binding spells at the root, and break the chains that want to tie you down. This isn't a simple gesture. It's a pact with the light for the angels' swords to stand between you and those who wish you harm. This time the cards show me a deep vibration, so intense I can almost hear the echo of the whispers made against you. This man, yes, the same one I've mentioned before, is not a simple acquaintance. He's someone who has entered your home as if it were his own with that confidence one only has when they've crossed the threshold of intimacy. And as his footsteps echoed in your home, he carried seeds of darkness. Within him, hidden messages that are now beginning to be revealed. You feel it. Your intuition doesn't fail you. You've perceived that gaze that seems to caress the walls of your life like a silent thief. You know they watch you, that there are two people, always the same ones who keep their eyes fixed on you. Even though time has passed, even years, their energies haven't left. They continue to monitor your path, mocking you, feeding conversations full of poison. They create gossip, invent stories, and spread them like spiritual plagues. What the cards show me is clear. This energy is born from the throat chakra, but not to speak blessings, but to spit curses. These tongues don't pronounce your name with love, but with the intention of binding your destiny in symbolic burials, of shrouding your triumphs in the black smoke of envy. Even your brightest achievements, those you fought for, they distort until they become a joke. They doubt your progress, your stability, the abundance that now walks beside you. And what hurts them the most is that all of this began to flourish when you walked away from them. Since your liberation, prosperity has entered your life like a river of light, and, although they try to downplay it, a rage they cannot hide burns within them. There isn't a single step you take that these people don't try to monitor. They cling to any thread of information, spy on you through social media, use third parties to get news about you, and even pry into the spaces you once shared. They don't like what they see because every image, every word, every trace of you they manage to find confirms that you are advancing faster than they ever imagined. And they transform that rage into mockery, as if laughter could erase the fact that the universe is on your side. Michael and Gabriel, tireless guardians, ask me to tell you that the stronger the mockery, the clearer it is that you are on the right path. They indicate that if you leave your decree in the comments right now, if you seal it with a like and subscribe, you will be lighting an impenetrable circle of light. That act won't be a simple gesture, but the key that will open a direct connection with your guardian angels, breaking binding spells and unearthing your energy from any dark altar. But before you think everything is under control, I must warn you about something the cards reveal like a whisper in the shadows. These people are preparing a final move, a desperate ritual that could alter the course of your life if you don't act in time. One of the most powerful guardian angels, Archangel Michael, has shown me an image that is skin-crawling, and he whispers it to me with a firm voice. This man who hovers in your life is an astral tick, a low-vibration parasite that feeds on your light, that drinks your energy as if it were a sweet poison because he can't stand to see your aura shine brighter than ever. What the cards reveal is clear. His rage grows every time he sees your steps ascend toward a destiny of abundance. And although you've tried to ignore his mockery and his venom disguised as words, envy consumes him like a fire hidden in his gut. This person, with whom you once shared trust, has crossed the threshold of your home and your life as if it were his. And now he not only watches you but schemes against you, looking for cracks to slip through. What your spiritual protectors indicate is that your vibration is now so high that this being finds it unbearable. Archangel Gabriel speaks of an awakening in you that has unleashed a balance, patience, and energetic control that very few achieve. And that is precisely what provokes him. He can't understand how you keep moving forward, how you manage to heal wounds he wished would stay open forever. This individual watches your social media like someone stalking in the darkness, listens to rumors about you with a hunger to see you fall, and rejoices in turning your achievements into jokes, your blessings into objects of gossip. But the angels tell me something crucial. When the enemy mocks you the most, it's because the light you carry is breaking the chains of the bindings and burials they have tried to cast upon you. Now, if you're feeling that this reading is striking a chord with It's because Michael and Gabriel have guided your steps here. They ask that you leave a decree in the comments, affirming that envy and witchcraft are broken in this instant, and that you press the like button to activate the energetic channel that will protect your path. By doing so, you will be sealing your aura with a circle of light that no attack can penetrate. And thus the universe will open the doors of hidden knowledge for you. But I must warn you of something else, because what the cards are showing me now is a disturbing vision. I see a man, or a woman, if you are a man, who not only envies you but is in a free fall, experiencing the Tower card, sinking into emotional and material ruin. And in that collapse, their obsession with you intensifies, leading them to seek out sorcerers and low-vibration people to try to bind your destiny. The energy of Gemini has just jumped into this reading like a lightning bolt through the night. And what the guardian angels show me is unsettling. Duplicity. Two faces that move with the ease of a snake in the grass. To your face, this man presents himself as an ally, but when you turn your back, his tongue becomes an invisible knife, speaking of you with venom, distorting every step you take. I see a setting linked to markets, to jobs with public contact, even to neighbors who have crossed far beyond the boundaries of your trust. Archangel Michael shows me his energy as that of a spiritual vampire, a devourer of good, someone who destroys everything he touches. Relationships, dreams, projects, even the health of those who get too close. This being didn't come into your life by chance. His bad vibe was an energetic curse he brought with him and dropped inside your home like an invisible plague. If you are a woman, the angels show me that this energy could have affected your fertility, your health, your peace. And if you are a man, it's about a woman who made your life a chessboard of binding, spells, and manipulation, where every move was designed to wear you down. Nothing was ever enough for this person. Not your gestures, not your time, not your word. There was always a shadow of betrayal, a murmur of absence when they weren't by your side, because their steps trod hidden paths that celestial light is now revealing. Archangel Gabriel speaks of the current card, a life without direction, burdened by financial misery, supported only by family or by the controlling hand of a mother trying to cover up what has no solution. This person lives in a mental mirage, in magical thinking they use to justify every betrayal, every lie, every spiritual curse they tried to cast on you. The darkest part of this energy is that it didn't just harm you. It projected the blame for its own actions onto you, twisting the truth so you would carry the weight of their mistakes. Now, as you advance with the blessing of the angels, this person is sinking in the dark moon, watching you from the shadows, consumed by an envy that grows with each of your achievements. And here is where I ask you to seal your protection. Write in the comments, Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel break every binding spell and curse in my life. And tap the like button to activate the energetic channel that will keep your light intact. Do it. And the universe will open a path of knowledge and strength for you that this being can never touch. Poor fool. Doesn't he know that you are a soul protected by God, an astral soul that has traveled through past lives and comes shielded with the eternal love of guardian angels, sacred virgins, and vibrations that project to the highest realm of existence? You are chosen, not by chance, but because your light is a beacon that not even the darkest curses or the most twisted binding spells have been able to extinguish. And against that force, this being has nothing. He is a wandering shadow, without stability, without direction, roaming like a lost spirit from fair to fair, from lie to lie, looking for a place to anchor his venom. I see a man corroded by envy, incapable of closing chapters with his exes energetically, tying people from his past as if they were dolls on a macabre altar. The angels show me his vices, invisible chains that bind him to self-destruction. His physique is his mask, the bait with which he tries to seduce and trap, but behind it lies a deep mental imbalance. His family can no longer stand him. He has become the shame of the clan, the stain no one wants to mention. Some have even thought of permanently kicking him out of the house for fear of what he might cause. And still, this being had the audacity to mock you, to make you feel responsible for his apparent stability as if everything that happened to him, every twisted emotion, every fall, was your fault. He never took responsibility, never looked into his own abyss. That is why he carries the energy of the fool, a soul without direction, driven mad by his inability to destroy you. When the Tower card marked his exit from your life, he didn't leave quietly. He began a campaign of ridicule and defamation, a social burial where his goal was to tarnish your name before the truth about who he was came to light. You weren't with a simple human. You were with the devil himself disguised with charisma, and God, in his infinite mercy, removed you in time, because the angels clearly show me that this being came to think of physically harming you. In fits of madness or under the influence of substances that clouded his mind, he planned how to extinguish your light. He thought it, he spoke it, and he felt it as a way out of his desperation. But Archangel Michael was there, cutting that deadly tie at the root, and Archangel Gabriel was whispering in your dreams for you to get away. And now, before we move on, I must warn you. What this being attempted against you didn't end when he left. The angels are showing me a hidden work, a binding spell that is still active in an object that is closer to you than you imagine. In the next part, I will reveal it so you can destroy it before it's too late. There is something strange in the reading that deeply disturbs me because the energy of Aries has entered forcefully. This reveals that this man was not just a shadow on your path, but a hidden competitor within your own relationship. Yes, even though he slept under your roof, he envied your life, your light, your energy. He watched your every move like an invisible predator, not to protect you, but to find a way to sink your vibration and dim your shine. His eyes, which feigned admiration, were actually sentinels of disguised jealousy, ready to turn any victory of yours into an emotional burial. The guardian angels show me that this person had no compassion. If you were happy, he sowed sadness. If you celebrated, he caused storms. And for many of you, this being left you with a poisoned inheritance, debts, problems, and the energy of emptiness. Some were even betrayed materially. If you had a business, he coveted it as if it were his, trying to snatch away clients, employees, or even total control. It was like an inverted binding spell, not to unite, but to absorb everything that gave you prosperity. I see clearly that God removed him from your life because your destiny was in real danger. This envious man was trapped in a hell of his own making, a swamp he cannot escape. And the darkest part? When he saw you shine, his soul twisted. If you were attractive, if you had options, if other people admired your presence, that was like a dagger straight to his pride. In his mind, you had to be invisible to the world, his alone, under his absolute control. Even in the most sacred thing, fatherhood, he showed his misery. He didn't close cycles with his exes, leaving open wounds and responsibilities scattered to the wind. This man's own family had to bear the burden of the children he couldn't and wouldn't care for. And yet, with all this weight, he found time to watch your energy, to calculate how to steal your peace. And now, listen closely, because Archangel Michael is revealing something that leaves me cold. This man not only competed with you in life, but in secret, he performed a forbidden ritual, a binding spell of competition that is still active today. If it is not broken, it could continue to silently drain your blessings. There is a dark tunnel in this reading that shows a strange interference, as if you were walking down a path, tangled in shadows that are not just yours, but have multiplied from that man of rotten energy we spoke of. Like a rotten apple that poisons the whole basket, his toxic influence not only damaged your life, but spread like an invisible poison to your surroundings, to the circle you thought was safe. I see clearly with this card that it is his family trying to clean up his image, protecting him so that gossip doesn't further destroy the appearance of that sham unity and stability they pretend to have. But behind that curtain, the truth is much darker. This family not only covers up his secrets but has also protected the rotten moral energy he left behind, hiding the corruption of his soul and his irresponsibility. This man, whom you once helped, trusted, and opened the doors of your life to, has now created a campaign of karmic defamation, A web of lies and curses intended to bind your energy and keep you trapped in the past. There is something deeper in this plot, because I see that his desire for control even extends to the sexual realm, trying to dominate not just your life, but the most intimate essence of your being. If you are a man, listen carefully, because this woman who manipulates him also plays with these invisible chains to keep men tied in a macabre game of binding spells and energetic dependence. But you, chosen soul, have walked away from that dark drama. The current card shines in your energy, reflecting the clarity and mental power you have regained. I see you have taken a well-deserved rest, a sacred breath to heal. The World card announces that you are closing cycles, reaching a balance and fulfillment they cannot touch. And although the process has been slow and painful, it is a sacrifice that brings you closer to definitive freedom. Meanwhile, this person who once mocked you, the same one who fed on vices and desperation, is now crying in the darkness, trapped in the suffering he sowed. The star card shows me that the light you project is what hurts him the most. And even though he is not near, this person cannot stop watching your life. He spies on your steps, checks your social media, consumes his time imagining how you have managed to move forward and shine despite everything. Now, Archangels Michael and Gabriel invite you to subscribe, to comment. With a powerful decree, may all envy, evil, and binding spells dissolve in the divine light, and to hit the like button to activate the universe's energetic channel that protects your path. Yes, your guardian angels will open the connection to knowledge and help you break any dark tie that still tries to hold you back. What resonates strongly in this reading is that the Legion of Guardian Angels does not abandon you for an instant, watching your back like a celestial army in the shadows, protecting every step you take. I can feel how your energy is shielded because heaven has sent squadrons of light to protect you from the venom that emanates from that toxic person who was in your life, that being who not only spent his time arguing with you but lived by manipulating you, trying to drown your achievements. Because nothing good you did was enough for him, it only bothered him, burned him like acid in his soul. This person is trapped in a dark mire, a low-vibration swamp where he likes to wallow, a place where evil is food, where energies become contaminated and stagnant. He is drawn to low-frequency people, those who live in toxicity, who feed on drama and spiritual ruin. That being is so accustomed to that filth that any light they touch, they extinguish, any hope, they destroy. He feeds on dark energy and seeks to surround himself with a dangerous world, a stage of adrenaline. That keeps him always on the edge of the abyss, because normality does not exist for him. What is most chilling is that he used dangerous karmic ties, twisted energies that he employed to sow hatred around you. He indirectly ordered others to attack you, to pursue you, to cast witchcraft upon you, to anchor you in darkness, to break you, and to keep you tied to a drama that is not yours. This person handed over all your personal information on a platter, where you live, who you are even, the location of your family, like a trader of souls who wanted to stain your energy to its very core. But at this very moment, this envious person is hanging by a thread, sustained only by the family. That barely carries his weight, keeping him afloat so he doesn't sink into the abyss. Without that support, that network of appearances and false loyalties, this person would be on the ground, consumed by his own decay. There are already clear signs that the family is tired, torn apart, on the verge of collapse, because they can no longer bear the madness this person unleashes around them. Most disturbingly, this person is on the brink of insanity, a fool who stumbles and falls ever deeper into a mental precipice, who has witnessed the weeping and desperation in his own environment, while darkness envelops him and his steps become increasingly erratic. This is where Archangels Michael and Gabriel raise their swords and celestial trumpets, asking you to join this spiritual battle. Subscribe to strengthen your energetic channel. Comment with the sacred decree, "May divine light dispel all shadows, and may the protection of the angels be my eternal shield." And don't forget to hit the like button to activate the cosmic power that protects your path and opens the door to ancestral knowledge. Do not let anxiety steal your peace, because the angels and ascended masters are whispering to you that everything will be all right. But for the universe to hear your request, you must speak with certainty and a firm voice, proclaiming your truth and your liberation aloud. Because time, that relentless energy, has been putting everything in its place, and the truth they were hiding can no longer be sustained. That person's family has seen clearly that what he said about you was nothing more than a disguise of lies, a desperate attempt to blame you and divert attention from his own rottenness. That heavy vibe he carries is a dark poison he can no longer bear, and you are in the process of freeing yourself from all that evil, from that dark energy he threw like a cursed binding to try to chain you. But you are a protected soul, shielded by the sacred mantle of the angels, wrapped in the light of the celestial virgins who do not allow the shadow to touch you. Be careful, because although this man seems distant, the devil card reveals that his dark gaze and envy stalk you like a demon in the shadows, looking for any opening to harm you. This being is plunged into a deep madness, on the edge of a mental abyss, and although the family supports him, they are at their limit, determined to expel this source of destruction from their lives. He wants to see you destroyed because he can't stand that you haven't fallen, because his energy is tied to cycles he couldn't close, to a past that consumes and slowly destroys him. He doesn't take care of his children. He has no direction. He has no soul. And the life he has shattered around him is his own condemnation. Think about this. While you rise with the protection of the universe, of God, and of the angels, he is consumed by a sickness of the soul, carrying the destruction and witchcraft he cast as a curse upon you. That energy, woven with dark karmic ties and forces that not even he can control, is taking its toll on him. He is paying a high price, and madness is enveloping him in a tunnel with no way out. This person's family weeps in silence, fearing a total collapse because what once seemed strong is now just an old, exhausted body, consumed by spiritual decay. While you regain strength and clarity, he disintegrates, losing his gaze, losing the light he once tried to steal from you. However, the story does not end here, because there are still hidden secrets, ancestral forces that have been moved and that can change the course of this spiritual battle. That is why Archangels Michael and Gabriel call you to activate your energetic channel. Subscribe, share this message, and comment with the powerful decree, "May divine light envelop me, and may my guardian angels strengthen me in the battle against the shadow." As you hit the like button, so the universe will amplify your power and open the doors of sacred knowledge. The shadow that stalks you is no coincidence. It is a dark web, an ancestral binding intertwined with burials of secrets and broken pacts. This man, this creature of low vibration, has tried to set fire to your energy with his lies, his witchcraft campaigns, and his invisible army of shadows disguised as people. But you are a blessed soul, protected under the invincible shield of your guardian angels, those celestial beings who watch your back day and night, cutting with their swords of light the invisible chains that try to hold you. Do not forget that Michael and Gabriel are guiding you, whispering in your ears to keep the faith and strengthen your spirit. That is why I invite you to subscribe, to comment with a powerful decree, something like, "May divine light protect me, and may my guardian angels cut all chains of darkness," and to activate the like button to open that energetic channel that will connect your soul with pure knowledge and cosmic force. Thus, divine justice will act in your favor, because the universe never abandons its chosen ones. This man has been a wolf in sheep's clothing, a manipulator of energies, a vampire who fed on your light to try to sink you into the abyss. But his reign of terror is crumbling, because while he loses himself in madness, you rise like a phoenix wrapped in sacred fire. His family weeps in secret, his invisible allies dissolve, and his own curses return to him like a boomerang loaded with destruction. The energy of the spiritual burial is in the air because the cycle is closing, and the light that protects you is about to manifest with unstoppable force. However, there is a hidden secret that will change everything you thought you knew, a revelation that comes from the depths of the spiritual dimension, where ancestral bindings and pacts play out the final act in this story. Michael and Gabriel are preparing the ground for this secret to come to light, so that your soul may reach a level of power and protection that not even darkness can touch. That is why it is crucial that you stay alert, that you keep the connection active by subscribing and participating. Because this channel is a sacred portal where truth manifests and divine justice never fail.